Hi everyone, I wanted to give you an update on the James Hall Ginkgo tree and the leaf drop this year, which happened on November 16th, which was the latest leaf drop on record. That leaf drop is getting later and later each year because we're having a hard frost later and later in the fall season. Of course, this only happens if you live in northern latitudes where you have a hard frost. If you're in the south, then your leaf drop will not happen all in one day, but more determined by day length. Here's why I think people are so interested in ginkgo trees. That all in one day leaf drop is magical. But also apparently it's good luck if you catch a leaf on the day that it's falling. And of course they have this beautiful shape and color. And also something super fascinating to me is that these trees are living fossils, so they actually descend from a lineage that goes back 200 million years. So ginkgo trees were around with the dinosaurs. Another interesting thing that I recently learned from a geologist colleague is that one reason that we know that Africa and South America were historically all one continent is that early scientists found ginkgo trees on both continents. And in relation to the department contest where students guessed the leaf drop date, we did have one student who guessed the correct date. Prior to 2000, leaf drop happened in November about 4 times, whereas post-2000, a leaf drop has happened later and later in November nearly every year, so 17 years out of 25 years since 2000.